All right, number 9, we're going to write the equation of the slant or nonlinear asymptote. All right, so what causes a slant asymptote is when the degree of the numerator is exactly 1 more than the denominator. So the rules say that if the degree on the top or in the numerator is larger than the degree in the denominator, you do not have a horizontal asymptote, and that is going to be the case. So we don't get a horizontal asymptote, but we do pick up a slant asymptote, and you will never have both a slant and a horizontal for that reason. So to find the slant asymptote, we can either do long division or synthetic. I will do synthetic whenever I have a linear factor that's dividing. Otherwise, I would do long division. So my coefficients will be 1, -3, and 6. And we're only looking for the linear part. So this is x squared. We'll start with an x. So I'm going to have a simple linear equation that looks like slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, something in that form. My box number is going to be the opposite here. So if you do x minus 7, set it equal to 0, and solve, you get x equals 7. So 7 is going to be my little box number. Skip some space, bring the first number straight down. 7 times 1, 7. Subtract, we get 4. 7 times 4 is 28, and we are pretty much done right here. Don't have to really worry about the remainder. We're only focused on the linear factor. So we started with x squared. We're dividing out a factor of x, so this is going to start with x. So this is 1x, and then since this is a positive 4, plus 4. So here's your equation, y equals 1x, or just x plus 4. Got a slant asymptote, y equals x plus 4. We're going to identify the asymptotes, give answers in exact form. Okay. So 10. All right, so let's start with the bottom. Vertical asymptotes. This will give us, we'll take this and set it equal to 0. Add 3. And then we got to take the square root. So we get x equals positive or negative square root of 3. So we get 2 vertical asymptotes. Horizontal, the degree on the top is greater than the bottom, so no horizontal, but we will pick up a slant since the difference in those degrees is exactly 1. So we're going to do long division this time. How many times will x, well, we got to figure out what do we need to add to x squared to get x to the third. Really, we're multiplying, properties of multiplication with the same base you add. The coefficients are already the same, 1 times 1, so I just need to multiply by an additional x to get x to the third. This is going to be x to the third, and then minus, so I should put a 0 as a placeholder, 0x, so I can keep everything lined up. X times x will give us x squared, but it'll be a 0 x squared. X times 3 will give me a negative 3x. Once you get all those terms, we would then subtract or change the sign, so minus, this will become positive. First term should always cancel out. and then we bring down 3x squared plus 7x, and then bring down the last term. And now I want to know what I need to multiply x squared by so that it's equal to 3x squared. So I just need to multiply by 3. And at this point, I don't really have to finish it. This is my linear factor. So y equals x plus 3 is my slant asymptote. So we have 2x values. We get the square root of 3. I get the negative square root of 3. Thus, R has vertical asymptotes at x equals, so let me see, the expression is in lowest terms, set the denominator equal to 0. So yeah, we've already solved it, so it's just repeating, looks like. The degree of the numerator is exactly 1 greater than the degree on the denominator. Therefore, we have a slant asymptote, but does not have a horizontal asymptote. So let me see what I don't like. The degree of the numerator is exactly 1 greater than the denominator. Therefore, I'm sorry, I didn't read. Therefore, R has no horizontal, but does have a slant. So I have those backwards. Okay. Sorry, I did not read that carefully. Says find the slant. They're doing long division. And they're just kind of going through the process. So we've done it right here. I'm just trying to look and make sure. So they're just putting it way back here, the x above the linear term. So we get an x, and then we will be subtracting x to the third. Don't like the way they have it off-centered though. 0 here, and then we have 3x. This, I'm not sure. I'm trying to look at what they have off-centered here. Oh, they just bring down the 3x squared. So after the next step, bring down the 3x squared plus 7x, and then they're going to bring down the minus 2. I wonder if I should put 0x squared. And yep. So they wanted the 0x squared there as a placeholder. That's all of what we have here. Just not used to the computer opening the boxes and doing it like so. Okay, so 3 here. Our next row, when we multiply 3 times everything, we got, and we stopped here. So 3 will give me 3x squared. 3 times the 0x will just give me 0x, and 3 times 3 will give me -9. And then we subtract, which is change the signs. First term will always 0 out, and then we are left with 7x plus 7. Alright, so the second row, I'm sorry, some of that ran off. It's 3x squared. This will be 0x and -9. And when we brought everything down, 7x 7.